Thanks. Hey, Norm. Norm, this is not a pre-question speech. Did you count it up?
I did count it up.
And I was 1,000% right. I know I play as if I'm not very smart, but when it comes to numbers, I am.
Talking man.
It's your 6th appearance in Blacksburg, Teal, since I've been here.
Did you count mine?
Less than.
That was after you said.
Oh,
that was after you said 1.
Yes, sir.
And after you said 3.
I said it's no more than 5.
The third yes.
So how was your night?
Good. I thought that I don't think when you play Virginia anything looks great. It's so hard to bend them to try to play any way other than the way they want to play on both ends of the floor. They're so rhythmic, the route that they want to play in. They're not going to beat themselves. And I thought the preparation by our assistants and then the execution level of our team in a short turnaround was as good as it's been. I don't, as I said Saturday, I don't think that we're good enough for it to be pure basketball. I think that it has to be more of a fight, pseudo basketball, because that's what gives us our best chance. And I'm happy for our guys. I'm proud for our guys. I wish that it counted for more than one win. But I think a lot of it has to do with, I said this to the guys on radio, I don't think that you can have such a shallow answer and think that the preparation from Saturday evening to Monday evening was why we won. I don't think you can just say that the preparation versus NC State was why we won. I think you have to have a bigger perspective and think about the habits that we've tried to build since we all got here. I don't think you can beat a Hall of Fame coach, a team good enough to win a national championship, just on 48 hours of preparation. I think it has to be the habits that you've tried to establish from the beginning. Will Johnston, Christian Byer have as much to do with this win as the kids that played tonight. So,
Any surprise from you in Zach Leday's three-point shooting? Is that something you've seen, or did he kind of pull that out?
No, I've always thought that Zach could shoot. He would be top 3 in shots taken in the gym when a coach is not there since he's been here. I've never had a problem with him shooting. I honestly don't have a problem with KJ shooting, even though their percentages don't show it. Zach's got a heart of a lion. He's similar to some other people in our program that maybe for whatever reason have never received the acclaim that they feel as though they're deserving of, and they compete with an edge that you can feel that. And thought he was huge. Not only tonight, I thought he was huge with 12 rebounds against State. It's hard for us to take him out of the game. Obviously, losing Chris, there's minutes that we have to absorb, and I think he probably carries the brunt of that burden. But I thought he was big for sure.
How was most evident when you gave up on that one sequence on the glass and then kicked it out the bridge for the team?
When you watch him, Till, I don't think he's that good. His arms are longer than most guys his size. He's a maybe slightly above average athlete. He spent just as much time at the 5 as he has the 4. He has to play the 4 exclusively now because of Chris's injury. The only way we can sub him out is play Bibbs at the 4, which is a disadvantage in some ways. But he's just always around the ball. And he doesn't always make the right decisions. Sometimes he tries to do a little too much. But I think there's something about when you work the way he works, his peers are never disappointed, even when he tries to do too much, because they know how much he cares and they know how much he works.
You would not been able to beat a ranked team just since you've gotten here. So for you to knock off a number like this, what could that do to your efforts as you build this young program?
I don't know. Obviously, I knew they were ranked. They should be ranked. I don't know that how we prepare or how we compete, regardless of locale or regardless of the number prior to their name, should change how we go about it. And I think if you're ever going to have a sustainable program like Virginia does, like other teams in this league do, I don't think that they necessarily look at it and go, wow, we beat a ranked team. I think they look at it and prepare to do the best they can and then figure out how to regroup and do it again. That may be the wrong answer. I don't mean that in a condescending way, nor do I mean it in an arrogant way. If they were unranked, it's still a good win for us.
When you think about West Virginia, you turned over a ton of times. I wasn't here for state. You turned Virginia over more than they're used to. Is it something you guys are doing defensive pressure wise? And how big are then those transition buckets you got out of that?
I told them that we had to have more shots than Virginia. I think that when you study their losses, and there haven't been many over the last several years, teams that they have lost to, they have shot under 40%. And I thought in the first half we were on a good streak. They had 9 turnovers. I think we had 5. But our turnover percentage, as I've said, in the games that you've been here, regardless of opponent, our turnover percentage has to get down because we need to get a shot with the potential to get an offensive rebound, with the potential to get fouled. And I think if there was one statistic to look at in those 2 games, to have 4 turnovers and to have 8 turnovers, typically that's what we have in a half, And so I thought that was really, really big.
Well, to start the ACC where you have with the big comeback against NC State in this game tonight, ranked, I'm sure some of the guys know it. How much does that kind of just reinforce what you guys are talking about and, just the whole program that you're trying to get them to believe?
Yeah, true confidence can only come from your work. That's a quote shirt, and I believe that. Maybe that's immature on my part. Maybe it's because of how I was brought up. Maybe it was because of my career path. And I don't say that to be Pollyanna. If you want to be good, you have to work. And I don't think there's a shortcut around it. I don't think that you win 5 ACC games the way Coach Bennett did in his first year at Virginia and then do what he's done unless you're working and you believe in your work and you can execute your plan. A lot of people have a plan and they can carve out a niche within that plan, but you have to be able to execute it. And I'm thankful that we won. I'm not making light of it. I'm glad that we're off tomorrow. But we still have 9 road games, and we have 7 home games. And I think when you've maybe endured, maybe is the wrong word, maybe persevered potentially is the word. But when you've been through what we've been through since we've been here, I think when you show up as David every day against Goliath, I think you just kind of have a demeanor or a spirit about you that, well, we have to fight again. And I'm not so sure that that's probably not the right approach to have in your life.
Seth Allen told us that you say you celebrate till midnight. Do they get an extension for a 9 o'clock game?
No, those you know, the one thing that I would say, I tell this to recruits. I'm not a very good recruiter because I don't think that it's recruiting. I think that's just all the hype and hubbub that goes along with it. I don't think I'm necessarily the easiest guy in the world to play for. I don't think I'm necessarily the easiest guy in the world to work with. But the one thing that I would say about those kids is they care. And for whatever reason, they know that I love them. And they know that I love them hard. And I think that's reciprocated. And I think, you know this, you know, when you were a student and you start using the same words that your teacher uses, probably means you're learning. And I've never read anything you guys have written. I don't like that stuff to get in my heart, good or bad, because I don't handle it in a mature way. But I hear our players saying to their teammates when they don't think I'm listening, verbatim what I say. And that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to win, but I think that it means that our habits are permeating throughout the program. And long term, I think that's what you want when you're trying to make up as much ground as we are.
Virginia scored 17 points in his first 6 possessions.
God, dog, they just blitzed us.
Right, but that's a blitz that you bury a lot of teams and has buried teams. But you were able to withstand it. What were you doing offensively to stay in?
Well, I think 32 hit 4 threes in that 17-point run, and I think Zach hit his 3 threes. So at least I think it was a 17-9 round, and that was the largest margin either way of each round of the game. And we were up 5 and then down 4 at the first media. Is that right? Up 5 at half, down 4 at the first media. And I apologize to the team during that round. I'm sorry, I should have called a timeout. I don't think that we necessarily did anything offensively. Other than we didn't lose our mind. And I think that's, I mean this respectfully, I'm not coaching their team, and I have the utmost respect for Tony. I think there's a little bit of their system on both ends of the floor that preys on, with an E, not an A, that preys on your lack of discipline. And when they go on a barrage like they did, I think one reason why teams typically don't handle it the right way is they're just trying to hit a home run the next possession. And we can't hit home runs. We don't have a home run hitter. And we don't have a guy that can throw a knockout blow. We just got to throw good pitches. Good pitches. We got to body blows. Because we're not. I don't know who would bat 4th on our team. It changes. Jalen was the best player Saturday. And tonight, he scored 2. But if you base it off Saturday's game, you're like, that guy's batting in the 4th spot. And then tonight, he's not. So we just have to just kind of hang around. I know it's boring, but just hang around.
Back-to-back lopsided losses to St. Joe's and West Virginia. Now here you are, 2-0 in the ACC. What's changed here in the last 2 games since the New Year?
Yeah, I know that needs to be the story in your paper. I just don't think that there's a trick. St. Joe's was tougher than us from start to finish. West Virginia just manhandled us from start to finish. They eat off turnovers, they eat off the offensive glass, and they were full when our game was over. I think everybody gets excited when you say we're 0-0. Maybe you can write a couple of sentences about that. But we haven't done anything strategically different. We're running the same plays. Our defensive philosophy has been the same. I think the value of the possession as the game shortens in league play, particularly our first two opponents, that'll be two of the lower possession number games we'll play for a while. But I'm sorry I can't help anymore.
Thank you, Coach. Any concern for you over how you bounce back to Duke now? Did it get too high, or does that not seem like this group's approach to things?
Well, we haven't played the game, so I don't know. And I think within how we work, Mike, like Saturday's an eternity from now, you know? And it seems like this previous Saturday was an eternity ago, you know? And it's kind of like Tom Coughlin. He coached 12 years for the Giants, and I was telling our kids, that is not 12 years. That's 97 years. With the New York media, coaching at the highest level. And I think there's some of that goes on within how we operate. It's just one big, long day, and it's hard to separate. And so if we handle it wrong, they'll beat us by 40.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank
Thank you.